Good morning. This is Father Stephen Kelly from St. John's Church in Detroit, and we're continuing our series of daily morning meditations, where we generally look at one or another of the lessons that are assigned for morning or evening prayer, what is known as the daily office lectionary, today for Wednesday. Let's take a look at the lesson that's assigned for evening prayer, the first lesson from the book of Ecclesiasticus. Remember, this is this book of wisdom sayings from what is known as the Deuterocanonical or the apocryphal books of the Bible. We're on chapter 44, beginning at verse number 1. Let us now praise famous men and our fathers that begat us. The Lord hath wrought great glory by them through his great power from the beginning. Such as did bear rule in their kingdoms, men renowned for their power, giving counsel by their understanding, and declaring prophecies. Leaders of the people by their counsels, and by their knowledge of learning, meet for the people, wise and eloquent are their instructions. Such as found out musical tunes and recited verses in writing. Rich men, furnished with ability, living peaceably in their habitations. All these were honored in their generations, and were the glory of their times. There be of them that have left a name behind them, that their praises might be reported. And some there be which have no memorial, who are perished as though they had never been, and are become as though they had never been born, and their children after them. But these were merciful men, whose righteousness hath not been forgotten. With their seed shall continually remain a good inheritance, and their children are within the covenant. Their seed standeth fast, and their children for their sake. Their seed shall remain forever, and their glory shall not be blotted out. Their bodies are buried in peace, but their name liveth forevermore. The people will tell of their wisdom, and the congregation will show forth their praise. All right, so some people will be remembered for the sake of posterity, right? I have a little saying over here on the wall from St. John Chrysostom. It's just out of the screen. There it is. That one right there, the little one at the bottom. It says, if you only knew how quickly people would forget about you after your death, you will seek in your life to please anyone but God. And so here we have a lot of people who, and ironically, of course, we know who St. John Chrysostom is because his teaching about God has continued through the ages. But for most people, within a generation or two, they are forgotten names. I walk through Elmwood Cemetery regularly. I'm on the foundation board there. And there's thousands and thousands of names and memorials, big monuments and small, some very famous people, founder of our parish, first priest, later Bishop of Wisconsin, former mayors of the city and governors, leaders of industry. And yet there are people there whose families bought big plots and buried many. And nobody's been buried there for 75 years. Does anyone come to visit? Does anyone remember? But in the eyes of God, those who by grace through faith in Jesus Christ, they live forever with him. And whether we're forgotten here on earth, which may happen in just a few generations, right? Not all of us will be big and have a grand memorial. But even so, who we are in the eyes of God, that's who we are. Nothing more and nothing less. So today is Wednesday. Once again, Tiger baseball playoff game today, the American League Divisional Series. The game is early afternoon, and so we've moved our Holy Communion service today to 10 o'clock again. So 10 o'clock today, Wednesday, not regular lunchtime time, 10 a.m. Please come and worship with us. And if you can't do it in person, join us on the live stream. And may God grant us a Wednesday, a wonderful Wednesday, full of blessings.